just one last thing. You can't make this shit up. It's literally 3:33 on the clock when I finished that recording. So that's why I had to come back on and say that. Okay, I'm excited. Grand Rising. Grand Rising for me at almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. How have your dreams been lately? Because mine have been absolutely wild. This was so important for me to come and tell you guys that I look like this. I'm still groggy. I'm still like poofed up from sleep. My hair's all fucked up. But we're not going to make that the main point here. The main point is that we're in a moment of evolution, in a moment of, it sounds so cliche, but the biggest war in consciousness. And this has got me so shook up that it's literally given me all of the energy I need right now to do a lot. I'm re-inspired, let's just say. Motivation is temporary. And it's why it's important to build discipline and rituals with intention so that you can reacquire that food that your body needs to be able to maintain in action. And the way that we do that is through inspired action. So right now, as I just woke up, I was inspired. I'm like, okay, this needs to go. This needs to be up. Because this shit is getting wilder and wilder and wilder. Like, I don't even know what to call any of this. It's all just fucking weird. And it's one of the things that I've been receiving is that it's all going to be weird until it isn't. It's all going to, it's gonna look how it's not, is one of the biggest messages I keep receiving. And I've been doing a lot of thinking, especially with the 12/12 portal yesterday. How are we bringing into fruition a lot of the things that I have been called to do, which I'm actually not going to share right now because I've talked about them here and there. So if you're curious, go through my videos and see what you find. And this is it. I know that we are in the last push for birthing this new earth, and we are so powerful. We are doing such an amazing job at doing it that the forces that don't want it to be, which in reality, when we really think about it, perception is projection. And if we are one and one is everything, then what is it that we chose to teach ourselves about why things are manifesting the way that they are manifesting? Because everything is us, even the dark. It is light dressed up in dark, okay? And so at this point, I'm so grateful right now. Like, the level of internal unity that I have right now is beyond me. Oh my gosh. Like, who out there is feeling this? I need to know. I need my tribe to come together, and I'm sorry that I haven't been making the videos and putting them up more consistently because I get it now. I get it. I was going through a process of essentially really being excited to make these videos and to connect with my tribe. Those of you that are going through this, those of you that are in my collective, so that we can bring in this new earth, okay? At this point, because I can't say too much. That's the other part. Um, and at this point, it's just the sigh of relief because we did it. We really did it. We outdid ourselves this time. We knew this transition in human consciousness was coming again. The last time it happened, it was very traumatic. And this is all just a stream coming through. This is not information that my brain knows. So it was just very traumatic last time. And we swore to ourselves, we promised ourselves that as the next transition happened, we would choose ourselves, that we wouldn't give up our power ever again. Because think about it like this: the darkness that is surrounding us right now is the parts of ourselves collectively that doesn't believe in unconditional love, that doesn't believe in unity, in the being of all things. Did you guys hear that play with words right there? Like, wow. Okay, so I'm being asked to essentially just tell you guys, do the thing. I was really kind of breaking my skull open. In Spanish, we say quebrando la cabeza, to think of, okay, how do I make massive amounts of money without using any of the levers that the false matrix has created for us to make money? Because essentially we are the money. We are the energy of abundance. Money is only created through us, through that which we are. Okay, and again, this is direct stream. Right now, they're Loving Awareness is choosing to just speak as me, which I am, because we are one. One is all. I'm going to probably keep repeating that. It feels every time the need to say it. I'm feeling the urge to say it, and so I am choosing of my own free will to repeat it, because if I can beat into your heads, and I'm not going to beat anything, if I can get you guys to really comprehend that you are the one, that you are the all, that past, present, and future is happening simultaneously, it's over. It's over. The way that we take it all back is by seeing that which we are refusing to see. What in your life is calling you to have a deep examination of that you've just been like, no, that's impossible. I don't even want to think about it because it's so heavy. Young lady, young man, women, children, men, have these internal conversations with yourselves, because the moment that you have these internal conversations with yourselves, you're cleaning house, metaphorically speaking. You're cleaning, you're organizing your home. This is what Spirit Loving Awareness is calling this. It's getting your house in order. Like, I finally get it. All these I get it. This little speck here is bothering me. And why aren't we talking? Like, why? See, this is part of why I didn't make my videos before, because like shit like this would happen and I would just have this internal dialogue about me not talking about it or bringing it up or even acknowledging it, because it would take away from what's coming through. Because there was this set definition of what it needed to look like. And right now, I'm really feeling my dream. Let's just say telekinesis is a thing. And we are constantly moving things with our minds energetically that we don't even see with our physical eyes, but we can feel them. Just like when you're in the presence of someone and you can tell that they don't really want to be there, or like their mind is gone somewhere. They're moving energetically. The fact that you can sense that you're moving energetically. So for those of you who are new here, my name is La Reina Love, and I am divine consciousness as you are, that came to help anchor in the frequency of loving awareness and help make a worldwide shift in frequency on this planet for us as humanity to make the next leap in consciousness, because it's up. I know you guys see the dystopia. I know you guys that have 9-to-5s are sick of it. But you literally have no idea what else to do about it, or have you, and maybe a framework of how else we can possibly live. How else are you going to be fed? How else are the lights going to stay on? I get it. I've been there. And over the last 3 years, I've been in deep spiritual boot camp where I've been going through my darkest night of the soul. And I'm remembering. I'm literally remembering. Like you remember your birthday last year? I'm remembering information of it sounds nuts, but the existence of that we've been. And it sounds completely nuts. Trust me, I get it. That's part of why it's been so long. Because it's something that my brain just really did not want to accept, because it kept calling it crazy. And what is one of my biggest fears in this lifetime that was implanted? It was fear of being seen as crazy, my freedom stripped, and being locked in a corner, which actually that did happen this lifetime. What you resist persists. Why? Because you're focused on it. It's the way energy works. What I've been focused on is reaching my highest potential from a soul level, knowing that if I focus from a soul level, everything else is going to fall into place. Everything. And it has. I've essentially proven it through my life. Now, I'm not sitting here telling you guys, oh, I'm rolling in it. No, as a matter of fact, that's not the case at all. And I literally have everything I need. I don't worry about a roof over my head. I don't worry about food in my stomach. Like, my basics are covered. I am blissed. And oh my gosh, I've been eating clean. I've been in a transition of being vegan over the last 3 years. And these last 3 months have been 3 months of what one could call regression. So I've gone back to eating meat at certain points. Gluten, that's a big one. Anybody that knows me, this girl loves her pan dulce. And I don't go out to meet people for funsies. Take that how you will. I've remained with maintaining my energy to myself. And it's hard. It's been really hard these last 3 months, to the point where it's like I consider like opening the door in places where I'm like, no, I would not walk back in there. And so I'm just sitting here in complete and utter awe, and I'm recognizing that everything that I need right now at this point in time, I've already been given the tools. One of them is this screen right here that you're looking into. And my credit card, my debit card keeps getting charged automatically for the subscription on one of these platforms. I'm not going to say their name because they're not sponsoring me. And that, I've learned that to learn to not just give away your energy, because it is so valuable. Again, whatever you focus on, you create more of. And in the past, I would have just been like, oh, it's okay. It's not a big deal. And now I see it for what it is. It's like we've been hacked into believing. Number one, right there. There you go. That's another download. When we have the capacity to know. So when I work with people, we get into the nitty gritty, because I help people do in a short version of it over a period of 90 days of what I have been through in this spiritual boot camp over these last 3, almost 4 years. In February, it'll be 4 years where I took the leap and I said, universe, catch me. Okay. And so what we do is we dive deep into the stuff that you think you know, and then you recognize that you have had predispositions. Almost like, when you buy anything electronic, it has a default mode. That's the mode that humanity has been in. And today, funny enough, I learned that I was born on a waning moon, and that means that I came here to close cycles, to put the first stone on the next cycle. And it makes just so much sense. Like, holy mother. Speaking of which, there's so much. There's just so much I want to tell you guys, and it's just pouring out. This is just really easy. I'm really excited, and I give a shit what I look like right now. Okay, I give a little bit of shit because obviously you guys see the frame is cropped. And see, that's what I'm excited about. I'm excited about being just fully authentic in a way that I had been explaining away in my conscious mind to, like, so many reasons why not to do it. Like, the laundry list is long. And I've been doing my work, even though it's been hard. Like I said, these last 90 days have been a period of regression. And now these next 90 days, because I did start a new 90-day cycle. Because what I do for you guys, I do for me. Okay, I'm here to practice what I preach. If you ever catch me slipping, call me out, please. And this is really cool because I know I've said it in the past, but I've said it in the past in videos where I'm like screaming and like freaking out, because that was my awakening. That, if you guys go on my Instagram, you're going to see videos where you're like, oh my God, this girl is nuts. What is wrong with her? She's got a loose or two screw up in there. And it's the pain of awakening. Like, I'm finally there. I knew there was a reason why I felt in my intuition not to take those videos down, and it's because I was going to finally be able to know how to explain myself. Not for approval, but even for just personal understanding of what was happening in my life. Because it felt like, if I could, like, the best way that I can describe it is like, it felt raw. Like, my skin felt raw. Like, my muscles hurt. My joints hurt. Everything hurt. Even wind hurt a lot of times. And physically, I wasn't able to move very much. And it wasn't until I've gone through this process of the 3 years where I go through cycles, 90-day cycles, essentially, to reorganize everything that I know. And this dream that I just had, I've had before, but it was like it was scrubbed out of my memory of having had it before. And I want to know, are there any dreams like that of yours where you know it's a recurring dream, but you can't quite remember it until the one time that you do? And this is the one time that I do. And I remember. Like, nobody can tell me that this shit is crazy anymore. Like, I remember. And I'm no longer scared. That's the other part. And that's why, what is that saying? Chef's kiss. Put a demon in front of me. I will ask them why they're here. Why did we agree to, for me to have this experience? Like, what is it that I am being asked to learn, to rewrite, to reprogram for this transition? Because that's literally what it's for. Every one of us has a degree of truth. We are collectively a being of 365 degrees. That's been one of the biggest downloads. It's like, we are one. Imagine a balloon, or those vinyl gloves blown up, but originally a sphere, and it turns inside out, and it becomes all those tentacles and fingers, 365 degrees all the way around. Energy. Ashe. That's us. The very tip of each tentacle, we are that very particular divine expression of the divine. And even just the word divine, it's like, if it's triggering you, it's probably because your brain, just like my brain, didn't want to accept certain truths, isn't wanting to accept the truth. Why? Because it means breaking the system that you're currently operating in. I have been asking, and that's why, like, the last full moon, I did a big ritual. This portal, 12/12, yesterday, I did a huge internal ritual, because I did get to a point where I felt very stagnant. I was like, what is happening? What is going on right now? Because I'm doing the do, and yes, I'm getting more clients, and it just still feels a little stagnant. And I recognize that, number one, I'm wanting to meet societal standards that are not standards for me, that I chose to live in. Like, I'm not meant to live in a house all by myself in the edge of the forest like I want to. But the only reason that I even want that is because humanity has felt so dangerous to me. Like, I couldn't trust people to be the elevated version of themselves that I know that they can be. I don't believe, I know. It's been a gift of mine to be able to see the goodness in people, regardless of what shit they're spewing at me in my face. That's a gift. And as I've gone through this whole like process and evolution, I recognize that, okay, like this is a real thing. This really is a gift. Like, not only can I access and channel of the highest levels of divinity because of this, because not only do I see the negative, I also see the positive. That's what higher consciousness is. It's stepping outside of duality and accepting that both sides of the coin exist. And they equally have a right to exist, because that is the only way for us to know who and what we are on a conscious level, from the smallest, densest aspect, which is this, the third dimension. Physical space, 3D, planet Earth. Oh, okay, like this is really exciting because I just feel like a rocket just took off. And I'm already 25 minutes in, so if you've made it this far, like, congratulations, you are a part of my tribe. Please, please, please comment below, reach out to me. Let's do this. Like, let's go. Like, there is an aspect of me called the Galactic Queen, and she is ready, revving up the ship. Like, seriously, if you, like, do not let money stop you, because I do charge a hefty fee, but don't let that stop you. Like, I am going to barter. I am going to, like, we'll figure it out. I'm not giving it away for free, because I do know my value. Like, I don't even hang out with people who want to be friends just because we have certain things in common. Why? Because I do value my energy, and I recognize that if something is not in alignment, it means that I'm not it for that person. And that's 100% okay. Why? Because we need to get that person to the person that is for them, because that's how this whole unity works. That's why in my videos in the past, when I was angry and I was receiving all these messages initially for the first time, but I was still, seeing them from a lens of being very hurt, because I had just been abused and beaten by society. I just blanked. Anyways, the whole point is that, we're a collective, and we are, when I win, everybody wins. Yeah. That was the big one. Why? Because I genuinely, like, this is the definition of my life. I genuinely want people to be happy, even if it's not with me. That's been a common theme in my relationships, past relationships, ultimately, because I came to anchor in unconditional love. So if you're treating me like shit, I'm still gonna love you. Like, I'm still going to fuel you energetically. Why? Because it's unconditional. That's what unconditional love is. And the people that I've given love to in my life in the past that haven't appreciated it or never acknowledged me or whatever, I don't regret it. Not even a little bit. Why? Because they needed that love. They needed undeniable proof of unconditional love. And so, hey, we agreed, obviously, in spirit, for us to have that interaction. Otherwise, it wouldn't have happened. That's the other thing, is that everything, for a lack of better words at this point in time, everything is predetermined. With the caveat of you get to choose the flavor, and you get to choose the perception from which you experience the experience called life. And so it's like, that's why I'm in this thing where I need to know, you know, like if something dark appears in front of me, and why I don't run to fear is because I ask, why do you exist? Why? Because I recognize and acknowledge that everything is already predetermined, already chosen by my higher self, who chose to come here and have these experiences. And it's my job for me to remember who and what I am, why I chose that particular experience. And then that's literally how we make room and space for us to be able to transcend. Okay, I'll be really quick because this is getting long. And so that's the key. That, like, I literally just gave you guys my whole playbook in these 30 minutes. What I charge for is my time. I never charge for information. I always give information freely. Why? Because you are me. And part of the game is to honor yourself. You know, the commandment in the Bible, honor thy God above all things. You are thy God. If a cat has a child, is it a cat or a dog? It's a cat. If a dog has a child, is it a cat or a dog? It's a dog. This is the questions that I ask my clients all the time. Next question. 9 out of 10 fails. If a God has a child, what is it? Do you know how many people tell me, well, the son or daughter of God? That's what religion taught you. That's what the powers that be that want to control you taught you. The truth is that just like a cat can't have anything but a cat, and a dog can't have anything but a dog, a God cannot have anything but a God, an offspring. So there you guys have it. If you think, you know, this is too much and it's not for you, no worries. Be blessed. Go about your way. Continue living life the way you think life is good for you. I have no qualms with that. And I'll see you here when everything else doesn't work and you're at your wit's end. Because that's what it took for me. Zero judgment. Zero. It took me 33 years of busting my ass, of grinding down to the bone, to the point where I'm putting my body at risk, literally getting just severe kidney infections on the border of sepsis. Like, I've almost died so many times, it's not even funny. And there had to be a purpose. Here you go. So, yes, eventually I will tell you guys more about this dream that I had that prompted me with so much energy to do the thing. And I will leave you guys with this. When you're having a hard time, say to yourself, I am. I love myself. I thank myself. And I forgive myself. En español, yo soy, yo me amo, yo me perdono. And se me olvidó el último para español. Ahí lo traduce. Yeah, okay, so this is what really downloaded in the dream. So I can't tell y'all the whole dream right now, but I can tell you that this is the key that dropped in. Anytime you find yourself in a super huge situation, whether you're pissed off or whatever, and it works too at high points, because then you anchor in that you do deserve good things, okay? That you are light, that you are loving awareness, that you are an aspect of all that is. So that's the message for today. If you guys aren't already following me, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to post this everywhere, so I'm going to say all the things. Please subscribe, please follow, so that we can get this message out to everyone that is meant to hear this message. I know you guys are going to do it. I'm so proud of all of you that have taken the chance to be here at this point in time. We bet on ourselves, and I can tell you we won. It's just that the door is closing. We must hold the frequency of that which we are. That is how we maintain, and we don't allow the mechanism, the dark mechanisms that we created, the dark that we created so that we could see ourselves the light, define who and what we are, because we are not that. It's like saying, I'm the mirror. We're not the mirror. The mirror is reflecting our reflection, and we are not it. It was something that we created out of our own essence, out of all that is, because everything is us, that we may reflect back to ourselves and have a clear picture in this third dimensional space. And it is not who and what we are. Who and what we are is the source that created it in the first place. So right now, imagine that we, that allegory, it's coming to mind right now. I don't know what the name of it is or where it's from, but where this man who had never seen himself saw a reflection of himself in a river and fell in love with himself so much that he fell into the river or the lake or whatever it was, and it was so deep that he was completely distracted that he drowned. We're at that point. Humanity's at that point. Are we going to drown? Are you going to allow the constant negativity to be your focus? Because you create more of what you focus on. So for me, I've created safety. I've created peace. I've created freedom. If you guys could taste the level of freedom that I have, you wouldn't go back. You wouldn't go back. I am so grateful to myself every single day for having had the courage to let go of the structures that society taught us. Like, really. Chef's kiss. I love myself so much, and I will fiercely, no matter how much pain I go through, stay on that. Because the human condition is to be imperfect and to trip up and have resistance, and bad things sometimes happen to you. It's not what happens to you, it's how you respond. It's how you react that defines your experience. So I'm going to leave you guys there. I love you all so much. I'm so excited to meet you all. I'm so excited to see my tribe, because I've been feeling you guys, okay? I have been feeling you. So you're not alone. You're not crazy. And it is time to hop on the lifeboat. So I will see you guys soon. I love you all. Mwah.